Hey John, it's nice to see you today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Not really sure how these appraisals work because I've never had one of these before.
It's okay. It's just an opportunity to review your past year's performance and see what we need to focus on next year to drive continuous improvement. Don't worry about it. It's absolutely nothing to be worried about. Just relax. Should only take us about 10 minutes. It's just your time to bring up anything you want to discuss with me.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so we'll get started then. So do you want to tell me a bit about what you think's gone well in the past 12 months? Well, sorry, your first 12 months. You've only been with the company 12 months, haven't you?
Yeah, I think I've had a really strong year this year. There's been a few issues at the start of the year with the staff, but I keep myself to myself and I get the job done. I'm looking forward to focusing on trying to become a team leader soon, hopefully.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to see you thinking about your future. Your team leaders provided me with your performance figures. So I've reviewed these ahead of the meeting, so we'll just have a quick look at them. I've got a copy here for you. Okay?
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Okay, so as you can see, you had a good start with the company. And you've gone up your month on month with your performance on how many orders you've been able to pick and ship per hour. Just noticed, say month 10, 11 and 12, you seem to have just got a bit stagnant there, so you're getting 20 each month on month.
Oh, I haven't realised that.
So as you know, this team is, you're part of the highest performing team in the country, so I take great pride in keeping this title. So what I'd like to see next year is to push yourself so you continue to build on the great start you've had.
But I've hit all my targets, so I don't see what the issue is.
Well, yeah, it's good that you've hit your targets, but obviously if we didn't continue to push ourselves, we'd quickly fall behind the rest of the market, wouldn't we? So as we're such a high performing team, you're actually currently at the bottom of the table for performance and for your accuracy as well. So I just want you to be able to push yourself to be the best.
I mean, to be honest, I haven't had any support from anyone throughout the year though, so it's not surprising that I'm at the bottom, I don't think.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm glad you actually mentioned that now because it's something that I wanted to speak to you about. So I'm aware you did have a few issues earlier in the year with some of the other staff members, but as far as I was aware, I thought these issues were resolved now. Is that not the case?
Well, yes, to a certain extent they have. I'm amicable with the team, but I do feel pushed out. I don't feel like I'm ever welcome to join in with them, whether it'll be at lunch or at work, after work events. I don't really feel comfortable, so I just keep myself to myself, to be honest. I just want to get the job done and then go home.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you feel that way. This is something that I definitely think we should focus on next year. I haven't had, just so you know, I've not had any member of staff come to me and say they've got any issues with you. So do you feel like perhaps it's maybe that the issues from earlier on in the year haven't really been ironed out yet?
Maybe, yeah. I just feel a bit awkward around everyone, like they'd rather I wasn't there.
I'm sure that's not the case. We've got a really good team here, so maybe it's just a case of because they've worked together so long, they're just struggling to adjust with a new team member. How would you feel if I arranged an event, a social event, maybe something just even like going to the pub, doing a quiz, something like that?
Yeah, I suppose so. A new year, a new start, so I'll try new things.
Okay, well honestly I've worked with this team for quite a while now. We are a really good team, and I'd hate to feel that you didn't think you were a part of the team.
Yeah, it's just because sometimes I do dread coming to work because I do just feel so isolated.
Right, well that's something that I definitely want to change for you next year. I'll speak to your team leader and we'll get this event sorted and booked in, and hopefully you'll start to feel a bit differently.
Okay, yeah, thank you, that'd be great.
Just on that note, I just wanted to ask you, is there any particular reason you haven't taken part in any of the community events this year?
To be honest, I just don't have the time of a weekend at all.
Okay, well did you know we can actually give employees time in their working day to take part in these type of events? All the past events we've done, they've been a really good success, and it makes you feel like, well, it really gives you a feel good factor and makes you feel part of the team and makes you feel like you're making a difference. Again, that would probably help with your integration with the rest of the team as well.
Yeah, I suppose it would. I'll look into that next year.
Okay, great. I'll just mark that one down. Okay, so I also need to just mention about the amount of time off you've had this year. past 12 months you've had 8 days absent, and the company average is actually only 4. And I've also picked up that the absences, they've all been for 2 days and for each on the same days of the week each time. I've looked at your file, it doesn't appear that any return to work meetings were done, which is obviously an error on our side. But is there anything you wanted to mention to me in regards to the absence? Is there anything that's causing them?
Well, to be honest, I've had a couple of childcare issues this year. My mum has childcare for 2 days of the week, and she's had a few health issues this year, so that's obviously caused a few problems.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear this. If you would have made us aware of this at the start, we're a flexible business, we've got things we can do to support you in that area. But obviously if you don't tell us, then we can't really resolve them for you. Absences, because they've hit a trigger point with HR, so I've obviously got to keep an eye on them now. But they're measured on a rolling 12-month basis, so as time goes by the absences will start to drop off. So all I ask is that you're open and you're honest with us, and obviously we'll work with you to support you.
Okay, yeah, thanks. To be honest, I wasn't aware of the policy around dependents' leave.
Okay, well I'll send you the link over from the HR portal, which obviously covers off any additional support available to you.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so moving on from that one now, I think I want to focus on what you want to achieve for the next 12 months. Have you got a copy of your PDP with you today?
No, I don't know what one of them is.
Oh, so your team leader's never mentioned one to you before?
No.
Okay, so I've got a copy of a blank one here. So a PDP, it's just it's your own personal development plan. So it's personal to you. It gives you the opportunity to highlight any development needs you may have, or anything you actually just particularly want to focus on for next year for your goals. You can take this one away with you today and have a look at it. So all it is, as you can see, there's a box for any development needs you've identified. Then there's a box to say how you plan to fulfill this, and then any support you need from us and when you expect to complete that goal by.
Okay, yeah, that looks great and really useful. I'll definitely start using that.
Okay, I'll give you that one to take away
Thank you.
today then. And I know you mentioned earlier at the start of the meeting that you're actually interested in becoming a team leader. So it's good that you're looking ahead to your next steps in your career, and obviously if you use your PDP, that'll help you to develop and achieve your goal. Are there any areas that you've thought of yourself that you might need to look at to help you become a team leader?
I think I could do with understanding in better detail what some of their daily activities are, for example, resourcing and planning. Also to get a better understanding about the HR policies to enable me to become an effective leader. I think if I could possibly shadow days or be assigned to a mentor, I reckon that would really help me. Okay,
they're both good ideas. Get them on your PDP as well. And if I arrange for Mike, who's actually our top performer, to be your mentor, and then I'll arrange some shadow days as well with your team leader and the HR department, so you can understand obviously if this is the right role for you. How does that sound?
Yeah, that would be great, thanks. I'll definitely put them down on the PDP.
Okay, great. Well, obviously important with your PDP as well, it's a working document, so you need to review it and reflect on it regularly. There's no point just completing it and putting it away and forgetting about it. So I think it's probably a good idea if we arrange monthly meetings to start off with, just so we can keep an eye on your PDP and obviously make sure you're happy with all the extra activities you're going to do. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Okay, great. So hopefully doing this will give you the extra focus for next year, and we'll be able to see an increase in your performance. I'll get an invite sent out to you for the next meeting, and I'll get in touch with your team leader and Mike as well, and we'll get some sessions booked in with them. I think if you can get involved with some of the community activities this year as well, it'll really help raise your profile and give you extra confidence and give you the confidence you need to become a successful team leader.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sounds great.
Okay then, is there anything else you want to speak to me about today?
No, that's everything.
Great, well I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.